Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to our second video. So in the second video, what you are going to study about is the blueprint subject. In our blueprint subject today, we're gonna talk about the grammar section. So you guys also learned about two grammars already, which is in our last video, right? So in my last video, I told you about what is to infinitive and what is gerund. Actually, as we know that to infinitive and gerunds, they are different, right? So let me take for example, like to infinitive is referred to like we have verb and the word to, just like to plus verb, okay? Just like we have the word to try, to run, to do, or to sing. So these are what we call to infinitive. But what about gerund? So gerund is, the functions of the gerund is the noun, right? But it forms with verb plus ing, okay? So just like the word play, playing, it is in the gerund form. Swim, swimming, sing, singing. So these are what we call gerund is, right? Okay, so but something that you need to be careful when you use infinitive and gerund. So you need to make sure that all the words that you use are followed with some words which are selected in our list, right? So if you want to know more or catch up more about what I am teaching in our last video, you can go and check out that as well, right? Or you can go to page 71 if you want to make sure that you want to brush up your grammar before we start this lesson, right? Okay, so today I'm going to talk about this grammar, which is about bare infinitive. So what is bare infinitive, everyone? Right, so bare infinitive is referred to the verb only, what we call base verb form. So it means like that verb doesn't need to have to or doesn't need to have ing in order to form it, right? That's what you learned from our last video. Any verbs that forming with to plus verb is we call to infinitive, and for the verbs that have the ing formed, we have the, we call it as the gerund, right? But this is what the bare infinitive is. It means like that verb doesn't need to have to or ing. It means like it stay alone in a sentence, okay? So we call it as the base verb or base verb forms. Okay, so we have two ways to use that bare infinitive, right? So we have two ways. So let's start with our first one is, so the first one, we use it after auxiliary verb do or does, right? Okay, and one more thing is about the modals. Okay, so what's modals, everyone? What are they? Modals are referred to like the word would, could, can, may, might, must, have to, right? So let's see some examples on our whiteboard. Example, do you know of any good bars near here? So as what you see in my sentences, I use with the word do and the word know. As what you know that do is referred to auxiliary verb, right? Do, to make question, do. Okay, so no, no is the modal, right? So in our sentence, this is what we use with the bare infinitive or base verb, right? Okay, so it doesn't sound like do you to know, not do you to know, okay, or not do you knowing, right? So this is when it stay alone, it doesn't need the word to or the ing. It means like we call it as bare infinitive, right? Okay, so one more thing is, what example? Of course, the night shouldn't end there. The night shouldn't end there. So what I use with is the modal, right? Modal should, okay. So and then the word end. So end is the verb, the base infinitive. Sorry, the bare infinitive or what we call base verb form as well, right? So remember, please do remember about this. Every time that you use with modals in your sentences, you don't have to add the word to, not I need, sorry, not I should to study hard, or not you must to stay in a class. It means like every verb that you use with modal in your sentences, you don't have to add the word to. That's why most students, they got it wrong. They might get confused about this as well. When every time they use with any modals and then they use the word to, just like should to, must to. We don't have to use like this, right? It means like we select only the verb which is can stay alone. What we call is bare infinitive. Okay, so this is what the way that you can use the bare infinitive, which is about after auxiliary verb and the modals. All right, so now let's move on to our second using is about using the bare infinitive after the causative verbs. So what is causative verbs, everyone? So causative verbs refer to the verb that cause something else to happen. Okay, so as what you see, we have three causative verbs. So they are the word have, the word make, the word let. So make sure that whenever time you use with this three verb, you also need to plus it with the object. Okay, so now let's see the example. The restaurant lets customers catch their own meal. Okay, so what you see, lets. So let here is refer to the causative verb, because that verb cause something to happen. Cause something to happen. So the restaurant lets customer catch their own meal. So which one is the object in this sentence? So customer, right? So let customer, let customer, let customer, let the object, make the object, have the object, right? See, everyone? All right, so you know the word, what is causative verb? So again, causative verb is referred to any verb that cause something to happen, cause something else to happen. Okay, as what you see, the restaurant lets customer, the restaurant also try to cause something to happen by let the customer catch their own meal, right? Okay, one more example is this song makes me miss my old friends. This song makes me miss my old friend. Okay, as what you see, the word makes is also one of the causative verbs that we use in the sentence. This song makes me miss my old friend. Yeah, make cool, make me, right? Okay, so this is two ways that you can use with the bare infinitive or the base verb forms, right? Okay, so if you have any questions, you can drop your question into your group study, and then your teacher will explain you more about this lesson. All right, so you also will have the some of the classwork and also the homework regarding to this lesson today as well. Right, so thank you everyone for spending your time with me in today's online class. I hope to see you guys in our next video. Goodbye everyone, see you tomorrow.